Hello everyone and welcome back to Viral Wave. We'll be talking about the latest fraud charges against Dan Bilzerian today. Make sure you stay till the end so you don't miss out on this shocking surprise. Bilzerian, the child of the takeover authority of Paul Bilzerian and Terry Stephan, was conceived on December 7, 1980 in Tampa, Florida. He's the brother of Adam Bilzerian, an independent poker player. He, through his father, is of Romanian descent. His father was a Wall Street corporate raider who set up trust funds for both his sons to live on. Bilzerian claims that he subsequently enrolled at the University of Florida and studied business and criminology there for 4 years, but it is unclear if he ever graduated. Bilzerian ended up playing in the 2008 Poker Main Events World Series, completing in the 180th place. In 2010, he was voted one of the funniest poker players on Twitter by Bluff magazine. Bilzerian was one of those sued in November 2011 for debt of honor winnings paid by Toby Miguel in non-contract poker games. In the same year, Alex Rodriguez was openly supported by Bilzerian against claims that he had wrongfully bet, ensuring that he was available when the supposed bidding feature had occurred and Rodriguez was missing. In November 2013, Bilzerian posted unconfirmed claim that he won $10.8 million from a single night of playing poker, and in 2014, he claimed to have won $50 million throughout the year, adding that he doesn't play against professionals anymore and that the most he's ever lost in a single session is $3.6 million. Bilzerian has featured on Joe Rogan's podcast and social media platform YouTube, explaining the run-up to his poker career. Bilzerian's Los Angeles house, for example, has a monthly rent of $200,000. The house, along with the parties, boats, and models, are charged to Ignite International, a company that Bilzerian helped develop. According to TMZ, some of those funds included a $60,000 Star Wars weapons kit, a $50,000 bed frame, and a $75,000 paintball field. Apart from the fact that these are a 12-year-old's dream purchases, there's nothing inherently wrong with purchasing these items. That is, unless you made them with the company's credit card. According to Forbes, Ignite managed to lose a staggering $50 million in 2019. Ignite International, which sells a wide array of weed-related products, burned at $50 million last year, is the latest venture from the self-announced ruler of Instagram, which is hard celebrating. Ignite lost $43 million on expenses related to marketing and promotion as well as office leases alone, according to its annual filing first reported on by Forbes. Dan Bilzerian, aka the King of Instagram, is the CEO and founder of Ignite International Brands Ltd, which specializes in electronic cigarettes and several other products. Over the course of the last few months, worrisome reports have surfaced, which hint at the company being hit by major financial issues. And according to a report by Forbes, Dan Bilzerian's Ignite lost a whopping $50 million last year. Indeed, Ignite appears to have footed the bill for Bilzerian's gun-tutting, private jet-flying playboy lifestyle, paying him a salary as well as the travel expenses of other companies he owns. Dan Bilzerian, however, seems to be dismissive of such rumors, courtesy of his recent tweet in which he cited the example of Uber to draw a parallel and counter bankruptcy rumors about Ignite. Despite his dismissiveness, things don't seem to be looking up for the former US Navy SEAL's trainee-turned-venture capitalist as Ignite continues its steep fall from grace. Poker player and web character Dan Bilzerian could wind up watching his company Ignite fail in the following 14 days. Dan Bilzerian's new pot organization may before long go up in smoke. The Instagram feed of Bilzerian is covered with pictures of him on yachts, personal luxury ships, playing chess while surrounded by piles of money, and in any case, showing an enormous arm cut into his hand with the Ignite logo. Bilzerian runs the company Ignite International Brands, which sells electronic cigarettes, CBD oils, water jugs, and vodka, among different products. Light is a public organization settled in Toronto, Canada, that started exchanging January 2019 under the BILZF ticker. The company reportedly lost over $50 million in 2019, mostly on marketing and office rental expenses. In the following 18 months, the organization, which began trading openly in Canada in January 2019 and exchanges under the BILZF ticker, saw its stock value drop to $70 70 pennies by over 70%. A wide variety of products are sold by Touch-Off, from water containers and liquor to THC vape pens and CBD oils. Forbes cannabis columnist, in any case, composed that he has never experienced an item from Ignite in nature. The Q2 monetary records of Ignite, which were discovered more than 2 months after the cutoff period, were late. However, they finally released it in a way that no one could find them, which is horrible not on their website. What kind of public company doesn't put its own financials on its own website? That is unheard of, so they throw it in some website which is really hard to get to. However, we found it, and we found some really interesting stuff. Based on the financials, the company in 2 weeks is going to be literally out of cash. Not balance sheet insolvency, not theoretical accounting insolvency, they are out of cash in exactly 14 days. Based on these financials, the company started the year with $15.1 million and ended the second quarter with $5.8 million, meaning it burned through $9 million in a span of 6 months. That means it burns through $1.5 million every single month. Now, if you have $5.8 million on June 30th, it literally means that you have 4 months to live. That's it. From June 30th, 4 months, you get October 30th. They literally had zero growth from last year. A company that sells weed online during a pandemic, when everybody's stuck at home, smoking weed has 0% growth over 1 year. This is insane. We were told that Ignite is going to get healthier. They're going to fix a lot of these things. They're going to spend less. Their expenditures are the same. Their gross profit is abysmal. Their efficiency is in the toilet. Bilzerian is no stranger to losing money. The 39-year-old entrepreneur recently lost a book deal with Simon & Schuster because he was too busy partying to deliver a manuscript, Page 6 reported last month. Like any good businessman, it seems that Bilzerian is sticking the belt to someone else. The sum of this, Ignite agreed to impact its duty to its owners and holders until the annual report was delivered. The company alone might claim, but it's fair to declare that the company publicly said it was doing one thing, while it, or Dan Bilzerian who can say, did another. Ignite could also be used as an ADM by Bilzerian, which according to public records, holds at least a stake in other firms headquartered in Montana and Nevada. Ignite cash went to pay salaries, licensing fees, business expenses, and travel expenses for companies owned by the CEO according to the report. We will undoubtedly tend to have positive sales in 2020, a questioner told former organization president Jim McCormick, a former tobacco boss who switched to the cannabis sector after 2016 in May a year ago. We ran the organization extremely lean and mean. Spoiler, they did not. The company should collect capital on request to fund its duties and continue its ongoing and forthcoming venture into key business sectors. This need may be adversely impacted by uncertain capital market conditions, including those created by the COVID-19 pandemic, the inability to secure strategic partnerships in key markets, and unfavorable perception of the Ignite brand, wrote the company's board of directors before warning investors that the whole thing might be ready to self-immolate. Contrast the positive posterism with the pessimism in the yearly survey. Here is a telling passage from the company's directors, who declare that in order to keep going, they will need even more of someone else's money, and that now is a very bad time to go begging. Considering the fact that the company has been successful in securing financing in the past, there is no assertion that it will later have the option of obtaining appropriate financing, or that such financing will be on terms worthy of the company. They added, the uncertainty of the company's ability to achieve profitable operations and its success in raising additional capital funding may cast significant doubt on the company's ability to continue as a going concern. The same prognostication, failure is imminent, was also the analysis offered by the accounting firm that reviewed the company's books. Your cash is also a part of the cash that Dan Bilzerian will probably use to keep Ignite afloat. The company reported receiving just short of $1.2 million in Paycheck Protection Program loans from the Small Business Administration. Ignite intends on applying for loan forgiveness, the company said. Okay, an enormous marketing machine that didn't really sell anything. A brand that its own directors worry may be toxic, floated by debt and investors. Is that all there is behind Dan Bilzerian's company? Maybe? Go ahead while you're here and select one of these videos on your phone, and see you there.